There we go. Idiot. All right, we're trying this. This is called the Great Satisfactory Mess Around. Welcome to the live stream. I know it's Friday night. Ain't nobody gonna be here. That's fine. What I'm doing is I need to expand. Okay, so phase 4 is coming up. And I need to expand a lot. Well, I've been screwing around, to be honest. I've just been screwing around. Let's offload. It'll go down, come back, go this way, go back in. Okay, so let's do an unload station. Yeah, let's give ourselves some space. I'm trying to see. I want to build a massive concrete. I keep running out of concrete as I'm expanding. I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is build out a giant, well, a large concrete manufacturing plant. Yep, we're gonna give ourselves even more room. That's okay. It is okay. Satisfactory live stream. Ain't nobody on a Friday night gonna watch AppsbyAaron play video games. Alright. Okay, we'll pull off of there. Oh, I went too far. Yeah, we'll pull off of what? Why is this in the middle of everything? Like stupid. Alright, I'm gonna do a live stream. Let's see if I can do this without getting a headache. I'm gonna pull out, it's gonna come up. Alright, this will be our train station. So, we are going to build out. Let me take this off because I'm getting hot. I didn't exercise today. I've been exercising every day for the past, was it 4 weeks? 3 weeks? Okay, so ain't nobody gonna watch this. That's fine. But what I want to do is rebuild. I want to build out here in the ocean. Let's close all this down. Let's close it all down. I want to be so one of the recipes I have for concrete is wet concrete, and it needs a lot of water. It outputs 80 concrete. Let's take a look here. If we do a search for concrete, bang. So the normal is 15. If we just use limestone, it's 15 a minute. This one's much better to do, in my opinion. It's probably the best. I don't have this one unlocked. This is going to give us 80 per minute if we use 6 limestone and water. So limestone and water will get us 80 concrete per minute, and I want a lot of it. I want a lot of concrete. And then what I want to do is come down here. I'm gonna change all these floor tiles. We'll come down here. Let's use 5 since it's. This is the F. I've been using asphalt for my trains, and then concrete for roads, and the default floor for factories just for fun, just to shake it up a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna come in and we're gonna have a ton, as I scratch my nostrils, we're gonna have a ton of, we need to have a long line. So let's get this going here. 4, let's snap these in to there. Delete it. And so that'll come in, and then we'll have, let's do this. Let's do it here too. That's fine. Just to outline it for ourselves here. That's too tight, but that's okay. So train's gonna come in, it's gonna go down, it's gonna come back in to our train station, and let's get transport train station. This is gonna be the great unload of our time. I'll just put it there. And we have 3, we're gonna put 3 freight platforms. And then this is actually gonna go clear down. I want this is all the way down. There's a reason for it. There's a reason, because I'm gonna have multiple 3-car trains lined up, running out, collecting all the limestone, and I want to be able to have them. This should work out really well, I hope. That might be a little long. That's all right, we can adjust it. We can adjust it. We'll have this pull off come here. I really don't like the way that's set up. These roundabouts are pretty handy. We'll close that, so it's going to come around. It's going to come into here. Let's hit 6. Needs to be placed on a track. I don't like that. So we're going to delete this. Let's start that track here. So then when this comes in, it's a better loop-de-loop. Yeah, we can delete this. Now these are all messed up because we need 6 to come out. There we go. Oh no, I got a problem. So what we're doing, I want to be able to line up multiple trains and wagons. So it's going to be, I'm going on a 1-3. And if you've done Factorio or any kind of train game, you should be somewhat familiar with. 3. The way we talk about trains is a 1-3, so it's going to be 1 engine and 3 cars, and that's going to line up. The 3 cars are going to line up with our station. So the engine will pull in here. And then 3, I actually want these on the other side. So let's delete 2 of them. That's how we're doing that. I want it to unload over there. I got plenty of space. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. And then this can be removed. And we'll pull out. Let's hit 4. We'll just come out a little ways. Give us a little bit of track here. Hit 6, which is our stop, or our block. Okay, so train will come in, it'll park, and if there's another train that's loaded up, I want it to be able to park right behind it, and that's how this is going to work. So we're going to do that. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of space here. If I can get this, there we go. Scroll wheel. Let's put it right in the middle of this block, and then we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So, how are we going to count this, Aaron? Well, if I delete and have blueprint, well, we'll just count. It's not going to work out evenly. So 1, 2, 3, no. Or we'll just delete this train. And put it right back down on the ground. Wagon, 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 wagon. 6, scroll wheel. Put it there. All right. Like I've talked about before, a lot of this stuff, when you're doing it the first time, it always takes a while. Once we get this set up, we'll be all right. I don't want it there. No. There we go. It automatically snaps to the end of the track, and this is obviously in the middle of something. Why is that so short? I don't care. That's fine. So I want to be able to have multiple of these trains lined up. Give ourselves some space. I keep forgetting to add my trains back down. Because I've made this loop, this dumb little loop. There. And we can actually, that'll be perfect. That should work just fine. So we can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars all in a row. 6 full. All right, let's go close up the end here. And so what we're going to do is this is going to be all unloading of limestone to make concrete. And I want to make a lot of concrete. A lot. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's get rid of that. And that. Let's stamp a 3 down real quick so that I can pick that up and drag it down a little bit. I don't want to go all the way. We're going to go down halfway. I think this will work just fine. Yep. So that'll snap into there. This should be able to come in too tight. Dang it. All right. Track turns too sharply. Maybe you turn too sharply. There we go. And we need to make sure this doesn't crash. So we're going to add a signal and then it's going to go out. And so we need to add a block. And then we also need to add a signal in here and a block out here. And then this is only blinking. This block is blinking because this whole line is not done yet. Let's just go ahead and build some of this out. Not a problem. Wife and daughter went to a concert downtown, so I have the whole house to myself. Is that gonna? Nope. Gotta be careful when you're doing that too fast. Okay, so I don't want too many of these roundabouts. I'm getting a little gung-ho with the roundabouts. Somebody in the house? They work out really well. I really like it. But if I create too many of them, then all I'm doing is creating potential for bottlenecks, and I don't want that. So hit 4 and then just kind of zing into it. Zing and a zang. Oh. Okay. And then we hit this here. That there. 4. Get nice little tight little corners. Hit H. For hologram. And then what you can do is delete these off. Hit whatever number you have assigned for train tracks. And then we need to signal in some right hand and then block out. Create those blocks. There we go. And we're all set. Now, trains can come in through here. They can also deal with that situation. And I'm doing it this way because I'm going to have other trains picking up nitrogen gas down here, is where that is. And so a train will come in, pick up nitrogen gas, come loop back down on this side, go out and deliver it wherever it needs to. Then I also have trains using a smaller separate track. I could unplug this. That's a food for thought, because these trains are never going to leave. Well, let's just leave it like it is. It's fine. We got this signal. Let's pick that up and do another signal there. Or not a signal, a block. This has got a block, but we need to put that there. Everything's fine. What's up with this? That's a signal into a block. This is a be careful into a block. Sometimes you just gotta fiddle with it until it works. Whatever, dude. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. You want to try and make it as simple as possible, but you also don't want to have your system crash. You don't want to have the whole computer or the train network die because you're doing something crazy. That might be a little bit too... There we go. Let's go down there. So this should work. Okay, so let's take a moment. This is all fine. Don't have power yet. I don't like that, so we're not going to use that. I don't need to power this on just yet. So let's come over here, and we're going to start stamping down some more concrete. Let's go 2 out. And I don't need to go all the way down just yet, but what I do need to do is calendar concert off. I do need to come out a little bit because I need to start building out the pull out. What do I call it? You need to pull out. I said it live. So when we have this going, this train station needs to offload its product, and we're going to go blue to orange. You can look at the arrows and see what's what. And so coming out of the station is green, coming into our box, our storage box is orange. So you just line them up. There we go. Don't forget to switch these to unload. I don't know how many times I've built up a process. The train just sits here doing nothing because it's set on default load when actually I want it to unload its product. And so let's go here to 1. And I want this to unload as fast as it can, so we're gonna build from both ports into here. Let's call this, this is concrete unload '01. I don't think it is. Let's call this main. No, I don't like main. Concrete. Here, let's do this. You only have so many characters. Concrete unload. I know, Brian, you're never gonna watch this anyway. Concrete unload. Welcome, viewer. I don't have chat open. I don't have a chat. I just have viewers. Right? Docs. Live stream control panel. Oh, there's chat. Come on in, chat. Get my stats, get my chat. Hello, I'm struggling with train signaling. Any tips? Yes. Let's build this real quick. I'll show you. Welcome, average cadet. Average cadaver. That's great. So I have a roundabout here made on the 5x5 blueprint, and this is super handy. This is as tight a circle as you could possibly make it. I also have a blueprint for pull-offs here, so we're just going to go ahead and stamp that down, and we're going to just connect these real quick. Oops. And connect those. So for signaling, it all depends on your trains. I am in America, so I drive right. Yeah, just in time. I drive on the right side to go forward, and so that's how I built my train system, simply because that's how I'm used to driving and functioning in my brain. If I was in another country that drove the opposite way, I might build my trains the opposite way. You'll have two, when you go look at transport, you've got block signals and path signals. The easiest way to remember this is you signal into an intersection and you block out of it, or you path in, right? So here I'm gonna put a path signal, and then on the other side, let's build this out real quick. Hit 4, come in. Now, because I'm coming from this side and I'm going, and if I want to keep going straight, I'm going to have to add a block signal. And what this does is says, path, look forward in this block and see if I can go. And if I can go, let me go. Now, contrary wise, you got to do it the same way, same method on the other side. So we'll go in and we'll do a path to go in, and then we'll pick a block to go out. You can also, that way everything's cool. Now these are blinking only because they're not connected to anything else. If I connect this path, you can see it's now stopped blinking because it can see ahead of itself. And same here, but this is exactly how you do it. You path in, block out. Reverse alphabetical, if you want to think of it that way. So over here, I've got a 4-way roundabout. Ignore the hypertubes. And so I have to signal in on the right side of each of these intersections, and I put a block out, going out of the loop in each one of the sections. Now, we talk about blocks. That's also a great question. if I hit, or if I pick up block or path, let's just use block, you can see that different track sections have different colors. Paths are blocking, yeah. So you're creating a block of blue here by adding all of these different stations or signals. So when a train comes along here and it's looking at this signal is looking at the block ahead to see if that train coming in needs to stop, or if it's clear, keep on going. And blocking is very important because you want to make sure that you got all your blocks right. Now you can see here that I have this block. I also have this block, a different color, and it's just a block is a section of train track. That's all you got to remember. It's just a section. How long that section is why I say blocking is important. Because if you come in here and if there's no block, if I take this out and then hit my signal, this entire train track is a block. This whole thing. Why that's important is because if you have a ton of trains going all over the place, a train is going to get stuck here until the block signal says that this block is clear. So I highly recommend that when you're getting into trains, you kind of plan ahead a little bit. And I don't know if you caught this, but we talk about trains, right? Because you want shorter blocks so the trains don't have to wait so long before one head leaves out. Exactly. If you played Factorio or any other manufacturing game that deals with trains, and this is from what I know playing Factorio, we talk about trains in the format of a 1-3. My trains are a 1-3 on this save file, meaning one engine, 3 wagons. So I could easily, we did the math out here, I could easily set up my blocks so that a complete 1-3 train would fit within that section. So now if I come in here, I can test it. I can put a train there, and if I add 3 cars, that's perfect. I could actually add a 4th one. That way, if I keep that same length of all my blocks throughout my entire system, you're not going to have trains spaced out so far. Perfect, you got it. And that example is used over here. So what I'm doing, Average Cadaver, is I'm building, I'm clear up, let's take a look at the map. I'm clear up in the northwest over here offshore, and I plan on using all of this space to build out more factories. I've set up, if you've watched any of my other videos, I've been setting up in the desert in the northeast, and I'm setting up over here because I've got all this water I can pull from, and there's a lot of concrete in the northwest, or limestone. So I've got my pull off, my unload station, let's call it that, to handle 1 engine and 3 cars. But then I've also blocked this whole line so that I can fit 1 train, 1-3 train, and additionally 5 other trains backed up, because I want to have multiple trains going. And so I want it to go, I want 1 train to go around its lap, pick up as much as it can, and then I want another one to go pick up as much as it can and do all the things. And then when they're all full, come in here and then unload and then wait in line. Now, that being said, I've never gotten this far in Satisfactory, but that's how it works in Factorio. So I'm just going to assume that this is how it's going to work. So let's test it. I have a station all ready to go. So we're going to put a locomotive down. And it's 3 freight cars. 1, 2, 3. This is coal. Oh, it was in the middle of concrete. Unload. We'll just call it that. All right, so we're going to get into our train. I'm going to hit Q on my keyboard. We're going to call this concrete A. I don't know. And we need to edit its timetable. So what I want to do is go over to lime to concrete load station 3. I know it's the dumbest name you've ever heard. That's fine. So we're going to go there, and then we also need to add concrete unload to our timetable. So here I just want to go and say go to the station, and you're going to sit there and wait until the freight wagon is fully loaded or unloaded, or a time has come about. Well, let's do 2 minutes. So we're going to do 120 seconds. And you don't need to fill this out because this is only going to pick up coal, or limestone. And then on the unload, what I want to do is I want that train to sit at the station until the wagon is fully unloaded. So here I'm going to say if the freight wagon is loaded or unloaded and wait 15 seconds, that's telling the train you're going to stay here until this train is empty and you've waited 15 seconds. It's going to keep that train there for as long as it's got limestone in it. I'm going to save it. So that's the difference. And if you've done any programming, that's the difference between and or statements. This is your, I forget what it's called, arithmetic or comparatives. If I told this station to go there, so this is saying go to the station and wait until you're loaded, or 120 seconds have passed. If 120 seconds have passed, go ahead and leave. I don't care if it's a full load. If it's 1 limestone rock or 3 full wagons, that's how that's going to work. Okay, so we're going to turn on self-driving. Let's watch it. Now, whenever I do trains as well, I always like to ride its path to make sure if-else statements and stuff. Yep. I'm a programmer, so it comes a little easier if you've done any of that stuff. Now, this is important to follow its path when I get in a train and follow it, because I want to make sure that it works right, that I've done everything, which may not be the case. I want to make sure before I just get off and let it go indefinitely, I want to make sure everything's lined up. This will also help me with my pathing, to make sure I've got all my pathing right. Here we go. Now, because these turns are a little tight, it's gonna slow things down a little bit. I'm a very beginner when it comes to programming, but I do know my way around a little bit. Oh, cool. Welcome to the club. Programming can be a lot of fun. It can be a lot of fun. Especially if you're gonna do any kind of trains. If you're gonna play Satisfactory programming, you know, the and or is just a mental thing. You just, as long as you understand it, that's cool. Factorio with Space Age come out. I haven't played it yet because I know it's gonna consume my life, and I'm waiting for him to fix a lot of the bugs. There's already been a bunch of hot fixes and patches and stuff come out. This is the inside. If we take a look at the map, again, I'm just in the up section here. So we're just kind of looping around this area because there's a bunch of limestone pier nodes up in that section. So here we should come off. There we go. We're going to pull in. And we're gonna, it'll load, but I'll show you what I've got here. This is just, I've got a Mark III miner, the first one I've ever had down. It's a Mark III, and it's just spitting into these storage boxes. They feed into the cargo wagons. And yeah, these factory games kind of what got me interested. I love factory games. They're so fun. I really appreciate you hanging out. I didn't think I was going to get to talk to anybody tonight. Like I said, my wife and my daughter went to a concert downtown, so I'm home by myself. I said, hey, let's do a live stream. Honk. Left mouse button. Honk that horn. So here we've got a full train, 3 full wagons. And I knew that because my storage boxes go into the train station and the belts weren't moving. So I'm like, okay, everything's backed up and full, which is exactly what I want. There's another pure node of limestone. Here's another pure node of limestone. I'm just building him into a temporary limestone or concrete production, but I want to expand it, which is why I'm out here. I get the feeling, man, I stream on an empty audience every day on Twitch. I've tried Twitch. It sucks, man. I tried Twitch. Why are we? I mean, I guess I don't. I've tried Twitch. I didn't have any success there. That's fine. I've seen other people have tremendous success. That sucks. Sorry about that. I feel like YouTube is a little bit better because most of my videos I record on OBS. I can record whenever I want. Just record an hour. And then post it up and let people watch it whenever they have time. And I think that's one of the things that Twitch doesn't really cater to is the casual streamer. If you're streaming all day long and you have the time to do that, it might be a little bit better, but I don't know. And then you have the opportunity like this to do a live on YouTube. It's worked out for me. Okay, I'm going to get out here because this is running as I wanted it to. It takes a couple extra loop-de-loops, but I don't give a crap. I say that now until I have 30 trains and one of them gets back and jams the whole thing up. It's just fun to watch. Get over there. Yeah, like I said, and you don't know if you caught this. Whenever you're setting these stations up on the unload, you got to make sure to remember, because I forget all the time, to come in here and check this to the left so that it unloads. That was a smooth ride. So you can see here that everything is being offloaded into my storage boxes, and now the fun can begin. Now I can start designing. So anyway, that's trains. If you got any more questions, I'm sure other YouTubers out there have done a much better job of explaining all of that process. Why didn't it just go straight? Why does it go clear down there? So it comes in here to switch. This is clear. Why didn't it go straight? Go that way. This game definitely got this night name right. Yeah, Satisfactory. Okay, so we're pulling off our concrete. Now, my goal here, I want to make 7. Let's start over here. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a pull a Bob Ross. I've watched a ton of videos. None of them explain as simple as you with the path and the blocking out analogy. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad I could help. Glad I could help. Sometimes it just takes that one person to explain it like I'm 5. I know that is with me, definitely. I don't want to get into the here just yet. Okay, so let's go. So what I want to do, because I'm up here in the middle of nowhere, I want to take advantage of all this water, because if we look at the recipe, hit O, do a search for concrete. There it is. I have some alternate recipes unlocked, and this is the one that's the most appealing to me because water is very abundant in this game. I'm in the middle of the ocean. So if we look at this, I'm gonna need 120 limestone per minute, easily taking care of that in our wagon. And then it takes a lot of water. So but it outputs 80 per minute instead of the default with just limestone at 15 per minute. So this is the whole reason I'm out here. I need some power. It's the whole reason I did all of this. I should take you through a train ride. I might do it because I don't know how long it's gonna take to do a complete train ride around. I put train track around the border of the map, and by border I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but clear out there. If you look at your map, you can go way past the land. You can go clear out here. You can go clear out here, and then on the north side it's even more prominent. I mean, look at all this space that you can build from. And if I go production for water, look at all this area out here. I can just get water from wherever. You're doing the same thing. It's for fun. It's for fun. Who cares? I just finished it today. I've been working on it for days, trying to get the whole track done. And I finally finished it today. So I'm like, all right, let's go do some stuff. Okay, so I want to pull in water. My whole West Ocean is covered by foundations at sea level. That's so smart. Yeah, one of the reasons I want to do concrete so much concrete is that I can just go around and just fill all this area in with concrete, and I can build anywhere. And if I need water, I just open a hole and get the water and come back up. Let's just do this. We need refineries. And if I come out here just a little bit, let's put it there. And I want to set this to my alternative of wet concrete. Bazinga. It's got no power, that's okay. So it needs 100 water a minute, and if I take that middle mouse button to copy, I can fit 3 of these on one. Great minds think alike. So much water for ore refinery. Yeah, you use water in a lot of stuff. I'm gonna move my nuclear power plants out to one of these oceans and just deliver the plutonium or whatever I got. Production, there's water. Get it here. These don't snap to the world grid. I'm kind of frustrated about that, but that's okay. Let's just put it there. Sometimes you just got to pull the trigger and do it. And what I do for I come out 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I link them together. Then I can nicely, oh, I'm on noodle. What? Not on noodle. Why you do that? You can nap them to foundations that are a little bit under the water. Yeah, you could do that too. Map them to foundations that are a little bit under the water. What? You can nap them to foundations that are a little bit under the water. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I don't mind. Let's come out halfway. Now if I do this, it should be a straighter line. Why this not straight? It's because I'm on noodle. There we go. Auto. Hit 4. Squirrel it around. 1. Bang, bang. There we go. And then I can come in here to 5. And get those out. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. No, it's not. So if I hit 7, You can put splitters and mergers right on top. This is going to be ugly as sin, but that's okay. So it'll take it in, it'll split it, and it'll send it down. It's ugly, but it works. I don't mind it. And then let's line this up just a little better. Just a little better. Wait, where's my hole? That'll work. You can snap the foundations that are a little bit underwater. Yeah. And then when it come down here, we're gonna get that. Now we're gonna add, because I like to, transport. Nope. Logistics. Let's grab this pump Mark II. We're gonna pump it. I always do that. I know you can go into the settings and set it for one-click builds, but it's all right. Let's go into one. Let's put this off to the side because we gotta power everything. And connect the pump. There we go. Now that should be producing if we take a look at this. Oh, I need 3 because this is only 120. Gosh dang it. That's fine. So if I have 3 of these and they each need 100 per minute, that's 1 per. I'm just doing it quick, just to get it up and done. Let's get rid of that and that and that. Really didn't want to do that. Snap water extractor. We can snap these. It's not going to be as pretty as I want it to be, but that's okay. The other option is to build a massive tank. A massive tank for all this. Can I fit? No, let's have this one separate. I'll put this here. That way I can fit 3. And we need to have our logistics. I know this is overkill with the Mark Pump 2, but it has a 50 meter head lift instead of 20. So that's why we're doing that. There we go. So we come look in here. Why doesn't it have water yet? There we go. It's got water. And we're just going to go ahead on the output. We're going to put 6 as a merger right here. And we'll just belt it in. R, we'll make it nice and sharp. Fully overclocked is 1 full Mark 1 pipe. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that totally. I just don't want to spin the shards on it. Because you're right, I could max out a pipe at 300 and one of those will feed all 3, but then I'm using shards. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I might actually want to do that. Okay, there's another train leaving. So we've got all kinds of stuff in here. Let's get real quick. Let's just get it up and going. Let's get this merger. Quit it. No, I want a splitter. Aaron, you want a splitter? You dum-dum. No, I want a merger. I want them all coming in. Right? I just need the blue on that side. There we go. I had the blue on the wrong side. 3. because I want this to unload evenly so that when trains come, they're not stuck here indefinitely, and then have one station completely empty, but it's never going to leave because the whole train has to be empty. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm doing that. And let's just come out here. We'll just go to here. Put it in the middle. And then have this come here. Now it should just go right in there, but why not? It's fine. Now we should see, and let's output this into a bot. I typically do this when I'm building. I'll just get it down so that we have a process and I can see what's not making the cut. Like here, what's going on? It's not getting water from this one. Why not? Did I not power it? Apparently I did not. See? There we go. Is it? There we go. Now it's pumping. Pump it up. Okay, so now we should see here in a bit. It'll get some stuff out. But it's like, I just like making sure that all of my machines are doing what they're, there we go. Let's get some water in there. Okay, so that's going to produce 80 a minute. Now I need to replicate that a bunch of times. This is a situation where load balancing should be favored over manifold. Yeah, I started with the manifold technique and then I watched a video on, well, what's better, load balancing? And ever since I've been load balancing as much as I possibly can, just because it does pull evenly from the belt and it pulls evenly out. It's a much more even and balanced process. Now, the other thing is, I don't know if you knew this, you can actually adjust your clock speeds and your per minutes. So let's say, so for this, I got to build 10 of these. And so let's copy this one. Well, according to the online tool, I need 9.7 something. Let's get this down before I crash. Hold on, before I lose my train of thought. Here we go. So I don't have power lines out that far. So I went into an online calculator and I said, hey, I want to produce 700. This is just for my personal use for the dimensional depots. I want 780, which is a full Mark V belt of product. I want it out and deliverable. And it sold me 9.75, and let's count. So that's how many refineries I need. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so I'm going to, and like I said, I don't want to waste all my slugs on this kind of stuff. So if I take, let's do some math here, right? Because it's fun. Yeah, it's just time it takes to fully spin up the several increases of manifolds from it having to fill up each machine and splits. Yeah, I see. I know what you're saying. So we're going to make 80 per minute per machine, and I need 780. So I'm going to hit N for the quick search. I need 780. We're going to divide that by 80. That's my 9.75 machines. And if I take that 9.75 and I divide that, is this how this is going to work? By 780 times it. That's not right. Because I got 9.75, but I put up 10. So I need 10 divided I need 10 machines. 10 machines by 780. It's 0.01, move the space twice, 1.28. That something's not right in my brain. You can overclock these and say change this. How did I've done this before. I want 780 times 80. You could overclock 1 at 70. Yeah, you could do that. We're talking about balancing. I've done this before. That didn't mean to be offensive there. I want 780 out. I want to divide that by 80. That's 9.75. But I want to divide that by 10 machines. So instead of 80, is this really this simple and I'm just dumb? Instead of 780, I make 78 per machine. So if I have 78 times 10, that's 780. It really was that easy. So you can take this and say, I only want you to make 78 instead of the default 80. You just type that number that you want in there. It's going to reduce its clock speed, and then you can copy these settings and go paste them to all other machines. After you pick what you want, paste it. Now all 10 of these are should perfectly balance. Yeah, make simple math too hard. Math is not my strong suit. Oh my gosh, I am absolutely horrible with math. You're like, hey, you're a programmer. And not all programmers need math. You just don't need it for all things. Okay, so I've got 10 of these. They're making 78. That should now perfectly balance out my 78 or my 780 that I want now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and I want to have another merge. Yeah, here's what we're talking about. Let's get rid of this and this, because let's go back up to my main, and we're gonna hit 6 to merge these 3 together. Blue out, and then we're gonna merge these 3 together, and we're gonna have 1 straggler. It's all right. Now you can make a 110 load balancer, right? Yeah. Stop. Did I hit? It's a merger. So 3. Oh, these are backwards. Gosh dang it. You know how many times I do that? They're all backwards. What a goofus. I wasn't looking at my arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 7. The original 10. Oh, that's so dumb. Now I should be able to... Oh, and these are in the wrong location. It's always something. It's alright. Easy fix. It's okay. And then, so those will merge out there. 1, 2, 3. And then these 3. And the extra one. There we go. Merge it. Oops. Get them angles. Make it look pretty. Not a requirement, but so now I can take all 3 of those. And I know this is a bot. The only downside to this is you do. I think you create bottlenecks either way. What do you? I think you create bottlenecks with manifolds, and this is definitely going to bottleneck all of this. And then this, you're gonna laugh, but it's okay. Let me put down some more platforms before you laugh. I can go down here to 9. Get my. You're gonna laugh because this is gonna be the dumbest thing. Now, I've done this before for a very good reason, because when you have nuclear waste, you need to store that someplace. Let's put it over here off to the end. All right, I need power. I need to fly. I didn't think I would use this much, but once you have the ability to hover, it's a game changer. Let's put that there. Let's put this all the way down for funsies. Okay, I think I can fit it here, but I have in organization a mega storage. It is a stack of storages, double stacks that go into itself. It holds over 2,000 slots of material. I need more beams. Okay. That's here's another thing. We'll just grab it this way. Take me some getting used to. Hovering but it is a game changer. Yeah. Big time. Blueprints, storage. I need some more. It's all right. I'll come in here and I'll grab them another stack out of the. That's a crazy blueprint. Yeah, it's a 4x4. Well, I knew going into, before I had unlocked nuclear power, I knew that from watching other people that you can't destroy nuclear waste, uranium waste at this point. I mean, at this point, I have not unlocked phase 4 or tier 9, so I still have more to do. This is really just screwing around. And so I knew that I was going to have to store a lot of nuclear waste at some point, and I thought, let me just build this infinite repeating. Missing materials. What am I missing? Pipes? Oh, okay. We'll bring some pipes in. And then the dimensional depot at my mall, we'll go fill it back up. Let's add some more while we got the time. We're waiting on that. Let's just stick it on its own thing. We're right back out here. Should fit. All right, blueprints, mega storage, and let's get it turned around. And watch it be built. All the parts flying out my butt. I'm at the beginning of phase 4, just to unlock the hover pack so I could have a few more recipes for hard drive scanning. Yeah, I need to spend some time going and just I need to go do some exploring because I think I'm out of hard drives. Yeah, here it is. Here's the storage. I'll explain it real quick. If you have the Mark 1 I did this in the Mark 1 blueprint maker. Stamp this down and then put another one behind it. And then you feed belts into it. And then right next to this one, you have another one going the other way, and you pull belts in from this to this. And you just spaghetti it back and forth all the way. And then when you're at the end, you go up. And so that's what these are. And if you look at these, I went from the top of one to the bottom and then from the bottom to the top. So it looks kind of weird, but it does pull both. So we will belt all this concrete. I've got every recipe available to me right now with 10 hard drives available to scan when I unlock. Oh, wow. Very nice. Very nice. I haven't got that far yet. All right, we'll have this and we'll build it down into the middle. That's fine. And then I think what we'll do is this last one is going to be a special boy. Very special. He gets his own little entry point. Isn't that fun? Whee! And then all ends out here. So you got the entry point to this brick and then the exit point to this brick. So this is the last one. The first one is at the bottom of the corner and the last one is here, and it's going to fill up eventually. I have one of these at my coal plant. It's all full. All the boxes are full. And so, you know, you got 48 of these. And there's two, so one, how many's on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 12 times 4. That's 48 times 48. And if we wrap that in some code and then times that times 48, 2,304 slots for stuff. Takes a while to fill up, but it's gonna last a long time. You know, in case a train gets stuck and I don't have enough limestone coming in. Is everybody cool? Here's the quartz train. Where is my train? What? Oh, it's sitting there. It's right there. It's right there. But like I said, it's gonna, because we programmed it, if we look at it, it's gonna sit here on the unload until the wagon is empty, unloaded, and 15 seconds have passed. And if I go, I don't think you can look at it while it's docked. You can't. I wish you could. But, you know, we still have a lot of stuff. These are full. And those are filling this. So I've got 3, 6, 9 full wagons full of limestone just sitting there. That might be enough to do the thing. I've done a lot of exploring while I waited for concrete before I decided to set up 2 overclock refineries for wet concrete, making me something like 380. Too much now that I can't use it fast enough. Yeah, I didn't even know the stop settings screen was there. Haha. I don't know what stop settings is. Sorry. All right, let me... Oh, the other reason I wanted to do this, I wanted to... The whole reason I did this is so that I can pull up 2 dimensional depots. We're gonna stack them because I want concrete coming into me as fast as I can get it. And the other way I've done this with the dimensional depot on the train stop setting. Oh, okay. Tell me wait for a full alert. Okay, got it. On your dimensional depots, I have pinned the items that I manually pick up and load in. And that's why some of these aren't all the way full, because I'm manually loading them in. The ones that are unpinned are automatic with the dimensional depot uploaders at various locations, like what I'm about to do here. So if I pull this out and put it right into there, and then if I pull this out of the bottom of that to the top of that, I'm now balanced loading 2 other dimensional depots. So if I come in here to my concrete and I just start pulling out a bunch of concrete out of here, it's going to load a lot faster than a normal one would. Let's just wait and have some fun. You know what I mean? Because I already had one, and now I've got another 2 dimensional depots that are loading it at 240 a minute. So 240 times 3 is 6, 246, 8 something. I don't want to do math. Fine. Should be 720 a minute. And it's going pretty fast. I emptied it and it's already faster than that, which is what I want, because I want a ton, and it's not even full. I'm not even producing as much as I should be yet. Yeah, let's do the rest of these. I might do them later, just because I got a viewer on me now. Oops, I don't want to go that way. 5. Let's go there. Turn it all around. I might have to add. I think what I'm going to do is. Oh, I built this too close to everything. It's okay. This is fine. This will work. I might come back and fix it all later. There's a bunch of stuff I wanted to do. Got a long way to go for dimensional depots. Only feeding concrete right now. I should set up multiple. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I didn't either, to be honest, Average. And then I was talking to my friend Brian at work, and he was like, oh yeah, it was going too slow, so I added more. Big brain. Big brain Brian. Let's take, I got this. Okay, we have this set up. I have one train. It's gonna slowly fill up. I'm gonna have to dismantle all of this and move it because I built too close to this existing train track. Not that I need to use it, but since it's here. Sorry, thinking not out loud. I don't need it. I can always come back and do it later. What I did want to do, and which I haven't done in a while, is take a personal train and run it all the way around my track. And this is kind of cool. After I did this, you can get in and just ride these things forever. So what you do, if you want to find the edge of the map, there's 2 ways to do it. There's one, go out to satisfactory.calculator.com, and there's a way that you can just see the edge of the map. The other option is to put down a block and build a path until you start dying. And that'll tell you that you've gone too far. You can't go any further than that in the map. And so if I go, I think 2 blocks to the right, I start dying. I am on the edge of the west side of the map. And the way that I built my foundations, my blueprints here, is I did it all initially in 4x4 because that's the first blueprint you get. So all my grids are 4x4, and then every third 4x4, I put one of these posts down with lights and power pole connectors and a hypertube. So I can hypertube around the whole map, or I can get in a train and check it out. I'm so familiar with the calculator, I keep pulling up as a mini-map in OBS. Yeah, I hear you. Satisfactory calculator, there's another one that I use Satisfactory calculator for the map. I use another one, Satisfactory tools, for my blueprints and stuff. Until you unlock Mark 3 blueprint? Is there a Mark III blueprint maker? Mark 1 is the 4x4. Mark 2 is a 5x5, which is how I built my roundabout, or my circle, the train track circle. Is there a Mark 3? How big is it? Yeah, that's, I mean, you play your game. I didn't wait. In fact, I didn't, the Mark II blueprint maker was the last thing of all of the milestones I unlocked. Final tier is 6x6. Okay. I don't know if I would use this. I mean, I'm sure there's reasons to. Build a 6x6 mega storage. and just fill it with iron ore, SAM ore. Because you don't use, so far, I haven't used SAM hardly at all. But as you can see, now I'm on the south side of the map. We got the waterfall. This is the starting area across that island. Coming up over here is one of the starting areas, I think, on easy. Again, I haven't been back into this area very much. Sometimes I do this. I'll just get in. I just want to chill. It's such a great game, so pretty, especially at night when you got galaxies and cracked a lot on planets. Just check it out. Yeah, I just finished this today. Such a dork. So yeah, the train. I wish the hypertube had a speedometer on it. My train line right now goes from that island all the way up to the desert along the world border. That's awesome. Keep going at it, man. You get all the way around. I didn't mean to. Like, I didn't intend to it, but I decided, because I accidentally saw. No, don't. If this is your first, don't knock yourself down, man. I've been playing these games. I'm 52. I've been playing video games since the Atari 2600. This isn't even the prettiest that other people have made if you get on the Reddit subforum for Satisfactory. I just decided to do something that I thought I'm very much function over fashion. As long as it works, I don't care what it looks like. It's just a single line right now, though I can figure out how to use the signaling. Oh, yeah, signaling is going to be a little bit different if you're just using one track for everything. Like if you have one track that carries bi-directional, that's gonna get tricky. It's all about playing around. I don't spend a lot of time I don't spend a lot of time designing things. My graphic art skills is absolute trash, and so that's why programming works for me as opposed to graphics design. I've never made a video game because I don't want to do the graphics. I know it's going to turn out trash, and I don't have the money to pay other people to do it. Yeah, this is the long ride. So I'm very much more analytical than creative, and so I just don't spend a lot of time designing the blueprints and doing all that stuff. I should. And I just started, I've been playing this game since it was released in early access to the general public, 8 years ago? I've been playing it off and on. And I still, as you can see, everything's default, fix it orange and black. I just go. I just now started to use the different colorings for things, just to kind of give myself a little bit of spice of life. That's what I like about this game, is a comfortable way to push me out of my comfort zone. when it comes to math and designing stuff. That's awesome, man. Oh, good grief. I did this for a reason. I don't know why. Was it to take a break? I was just gonna live stream for a while. How long have we been going? An hour and a half. That's cool. Oh, I got another bend to go. That's all right. Comfort zone. Yeah, I don't spend a lot of time. The poles, this setup looked fine. It worked fine. It does the trick. Color is a huge part of my factory philosophy. Everything is white to start, and it gets labeled by color after it's set up. I like that. I like that. Because you can create your custom color schemes too, I believe. I'm stuck in the... It's alright. It'll stop. But you come in here, customizer, I think you can, yeah, custom swatch. I don't know how many of these you can make. But you've got at least 18 to start with, plus the default, 5 defaults. And you can create your own custom ones. What did she say? Sorry, it's my wife. Your band is not the headliner? Ours is in the middle, so if we don't like the headliner, we can come home early. There's still news crews outside interviewing people about the shooting. That's crazy. Yeah, you can set up your own custom colors, but what? Oh, I didn't hit edit. Edit. Custom swatch. Matte colors. Shiny. Oh, what? I've never done this. She's going to see Wave to Earth? I don't know. There's a band that she and my daughter love. Is it Wave to Earth? Yeah, something like that. She'll text me. Is it Wave to Earth? I don't think it is. It's something else, somebody else. All right, let's get going. Lovely the band, and it was something to the Wave to Earth, lovely the band, same thing. I know it's not the same thing. Oh, let's go over here and check out my coal. I need to set up. Could be tickets to Wave to Earth. Oh yeah, Wave to Earth. It's sold out in a heartbeat. All of the swatches on the bottom are technically custom color slots too. Okay. Here's where I set up my initial coal factory, because I got water down there and there's 2 or 3 coal nodes right there. I don't think they're pure, but it was like, all right, well, it's good enough. I just need a lot of coal, and there's at least 3 impure. It's crap. I mean, I can stamp down a Mark III. Can I upgrade that to a Mark III now? I don't need to, but... yeah. Mark III with 3 of these suckers. There you go. Now you're somewhat productive. I didn't need to do that, but it's fine. Because I got these other 2 backing it up, clogging it up. Moving 720 a minute into our another mega for coal. As you can see, even the bottom ones, the top ones are all, it's all full. Every one of these that I check out, it is full. Which is what I wanted. I didn't want to get to a spot where, like I said, something happened, you lose power. I don't know. Half of this needs to be dismantled. The section is done. It's all out here now. I just got lazy. Kind of got bored. It's another great game where there's lots of stuff to do. Like, oh, I'm tired of dealing with this. I just don't want to do coal anymore. Let me go work on this other thing. I'm bored with doing that. Let me go exploring. Let me go find some more stuff. Let's take the tubes. I did do a bunch of dismantling on the home section. This might be good. I don't know how long you're planning on sticking around. Does that pick my nose? I'll go over my new train setup at my mall. I went from a single train, one engine, 10 cars, 9 cars. Each car its own product. That was fun to figure out. It's not difficult. You just have to make sure that your loading station is in the right spot. You don't want to pick up iron ingots and unload it in limestone. You know what I'm saying? You just have to make sure I know it's a hot mess. It's my hot mess. So my initial train station is this first one. And it would go and hit the ingots, iron ingots, then it would go to copper, and then it would just go down the line in all of the different locations out here. Train stations, and all my train stations, and just go pick up the thing that it needed and go to the next station and eventually come home. If we look at the train station timetable, if we look at, where is it? There's train mall. If we look at it, it goes, picks up iron, then quartz, then copper, oil and water, aluminum, deuterium, and then comes home. So it does a full loop. You just have to make sure on your pickup station that you're in the right location. That's all it was. And then I used the big signs to tell me what is what. That worked fine to get me going into my mall at the very beginning, and then I needed plastic as I've grown. That's how I started setting up my trains until I figured out how annoying it would be to be routing belts around. Yeah, it's it's kind of a I pulled everything underground because you know when mom tells you to clean the room and you just throw everything in the closet, that's how this is. Whoa, too far. It's just a hot mess underneath here. But spaghetti the bottom, it's fine. Who cares? As long as A gets to B, I don't care. So then this is where I started color coding. I'm like, all right, let's start having some fun. Blue's gonna be plastic. Up here, I have nitrogen gas coming in. So I'm like, let's make nitrogen gas green. So this was the first one. And as I've expanded and needed more things, is it coming in? No, there's my big long train in the background. It's heading out. I did not set it up to stay here until the train is empty because the mall uses different things at different times. And I didn't want a whole train waiting for water or oil to be used up, which it probably wouldn't if it can't use any other resources. You know what I mean? But as I've expanded, I decided to use single ones. So this first one's going to be iron, and then the next one's going to be copper. I think one of these, yeah, here it is down here, is coal. Now these I do have set up to unload and wait until you're empty, even though it's only picking up one car, because the load station for this coal only has one station being loaded, if that makes any sense. And then they all come into their own storage, and then they get belted underground, and then I just run them along the top. This is going to get interesting too, because again, you want it load balanced. And so I'm going to have to figure all that out underneath. It's a thing. I probably started my base too low. Quite honestly, I should have started my main floor probably 10 or 20 4-meter blocks up. But that's okay. It's working. And then we got a second level. I don't think I'll get a third level in just because trains can't go up the 3-meter. They can only go up the 1 and 2. So if we look at foundations, the 1 meter ramp and the 2-meter ramp is the best that you can do. This is a 2-meter ramp. If you put 3 meters and try to put a track, it's going to tell you that it's too steep. You can't do it. So, like, all right, well, I got space. Let's load it out. Here's where I need to start building out my phase 4 factory. I think I have a hard drive I need. I get so ADHD with this. There's 1,000 things you need to be doing. If you don't use them all, it's obvious. It's very. I would recommend building some kind of structure that feeds down into individual boxes. Before you have the dimensional depot, you're gonna have to go back someplace and pick up more stuff. Train elevation, yeah. And so I built these boxes, this mall, to make taking stuff off the train, make the various products, and then put them in here, and then you can just go pick up individual slots for whatever you need. Once you get the dimensional depot, it makes it much easier because then you just add these dimensional depot uploaders into your malls, and you're still producing that stuff, and so just ship it to me wherever I am. So dimensional depots, as soon as you can get those unlocked, you need a bunch of Mercer spheres. That's the only downside to it. If you look at organization, dimensional depot, you need 1 Mercer sphere, and you're gonna need some SAM ore for those as well. But SAM, once you find a spot, it's not difficult. You don't need a ton of it right up front. I'm masochistically fill my mall by hand. You said it, and not me. Yeah, that's rough. You're probably that's the long way of doing it. In an automation game, that's not very automaty. I think I had, yep, hard drive. I hate this. I know you unlock all of them. Like there's more hard drives in the game than there are recipes. So you can use all your hard drives. Don't worry about it. You'll get more hard drives. You'll unlock everything. And then you'll be like, what? Oh, this uses rubber and fuel to make a ton of plastic. I don't like that. I'm going to rescan. Ooh, batteries. I haven't used batteries yet, but I think I'm going to be using them soon. So let's do batteries. Yeah, if we go look at where I am, I've unlocked everything up to tier 8. All my milestones are ready to go. Now I just need to do phase 4. And I've been procrastinating. What set me off on a distraction is if you look at some of these, one of these needed nuclear pasta, needs nuclear stuff. And so I'm like, all right, let me spend 3 days setting up nuclear. And another one of them needed something that needs nitrogen gas. And so I had to go find nitrogen gas and set that up. And then I just got sidetracked. 100%. 100% sidetracked. With redesign and let's do this train thing. What? How you have no power. Oh, I killed the... That's fine. Let's go in here. Power. No, I should be able to... Are these poking through? They are poking through. I don't want them to, no pokey outies. So let's hit 2. Let's hit this one. I think I got him here. Now it should, when I click and drag, oh, I just connected there. Now it should have power. There we go. I got 20 tickets. Let's grab them. Should give me 36. There's another blueprint that I had in my mall that was actually really slick. I found it from somebody else, and it's a sorter. Smart sorting. This is kind of crazy, but what it does is it takes product in. So let's say concrete. It pulls in concrete. All you have to do is set up one of these, I think is the filter, or maybe not. Maybe I didn't set that up. So you have stuff coming in here through the bottom. Oops, through the bottom. And that goes to the middle, which is a splitter. That splitter goes into a smart splitter. Is it? What does it say it is? It's got to be a splitter. Maybe it's a merger. It is a merger because it takes stuff in from this end and it comes into here. It shoots it out into this smart splitter. Then what you do is you say, I want anything, I want the overflow to go out. So make concrete, fill this storage box, keep making concrete, and then spit it back out. And then this out goes to the awesome sink. So then all you do is you take that smart splitting and you just stack a bunch of these together so that you have your mall producing stuff, right? And then all the boxes get filled, and then when the boxes are full, everything goes out to the awesome sink. So you're constantly making tickets. And then this it's supposed to be a filter, so the right side would be specific, like aluminum ingots, and then this one would be whatever you want in this box. And then at the very end, at the very beginning of this, you have a dump box that goes in and goes down the line into your smart splitters. And it looks and says, okay, well, is this concrete? It is? Okay, send it on in. And it'll get to this point. Is it concrete? And am I full? Oh, then send it out. So it's a great way to resort. It's like dump everything into a box. It all gets sorted and split out. I didn't really have I haven't really used it much because there's not a lot of times you have a whole pocket full of stuff that you don't want. Just get rid of it. So haven't even really touched smart splitters yet. They can be I use them for overflows mostly. Overflows for tickets, and let's go. You can't do multiple blueprints. Especially, what is that? Smart splitters are great for overflow to an awesome sink in a situation where you're dealing with plastic and rubber, because plastic and rubber on some of the recipes have two outputs. You're going to have a solid and a liquid. So if I come up here to production and go refinery and stamp this down, I have plastic, which is gonna, it only takes in oil, and that's what you want at first, because the other one takes residual plastic, or it takes whatever that other thing is. If I look at it, I don't know what this is. Polymer resin. What is polymer resin? Well, that's only a byproduct of heavy oil. So there's this huge balancing and acrobatics that you got to do to get oil, your rubber and your plastic going. So I just pump in the regular at the bottom there. It shows the cost is 3 oil. I'm going to output plastic. I'm going to output heavy oil. You take some of that plastic to make canisters if you go to the packager. So you take the oil out. Oh, it goes into a refiner first. Yeah, you got to refine it again. So you take the heavy oil, as you can see there on the lower right, to make residual fuel. No. Yeah, it takes, so the plastic outputs the heavy oil. The heavy oil goes into residual fuel. You can either burn that off if you have it unlocked in the, where is it? The fuel powered station. You can burn that off, but if you don't have that unlocked yet, you've got to dispose of it because it's a, that's weird. Because if both of these products can't, where to go? If both of these products can't go out, if one of them can't go out, the other one stops being made. And I wanted the plastic. So I had to get rid of the heavy oil. The only way to do that before I had this unlocked was take the heavy oil, take it out, put it in another refinery to make fuel, take some of that plastic to make cans. Oh, it's got to come. Yeah. I got to do a constructor. You know, it's crazy. The constructor says, where is it? Yeah. Empty canister. It takes 2. Takes 2 plastic, make the canister, ship the canister over here into the fuel, and then send the fuel out to the awesome sink. But that's how you keep plastic being made. Is you gotta destroy one of those things. I don't know why that's a glitch. I've never seen that before. So anyway, I got 40 some tickets. Oh, let's go over to my mall. Wink. Go to the mall. Hey, Aaron, why didn't you make them right next to each other? That building I was just in is my first mall. This was my second mall. Because once you get good, you get good. But here is a good example of how those sorter splitters work. It's a hot mess back here, but I'm still making concrete even though this is full. And my uploader is full here. So it's still taking the concrete, it's merging it in, it's coming into here. The smart splitter is saying send all the overflow extra out up into this belt of mergers for all of my products being made, and ship that off into an awesome sink. Should be right outside. Here's the awesome sink, and you can see it's getting everything extra being made. That's how you get 20. I thought I picked that up. Oh, I didn't click it. There we go. Now I got 56. But I mean, it's churning away. It's doing the thing. Oh, there's the door. Hey, let's do this. Let's fix that. Let's get a door here. And let's put a sexy door over here. Could have gone either way. But yeah, and you have multiple. So that's how the smart. Oops. That's how the smart splitters. And again, the nice thing about those. The great thing about the blueprints, I just got to figure this out once. Once you figure it out once, it's good to go. Stamp it down 1,000 times. I did the same similar thing as a munitions mall. Might be something to think about. Because I don't want to have to come back for rebar. I don't want to have to come back and hand make rifle ammunition. I don't want to make more bombs. You do that. You do that, game. And so I've got this over here. Looks like it's not making something. What's not being made? Making rebar. Oh, here it is. It's not making bombs. What are we missing? Oh, that's rifle ammunition. It's not making something. It's all right. Doesn't matter. I don't use those obelisks very much. Anyway, yeah, make a munitions mall too, so that you can get going. I think I lost him. That's fine. It's okay. I'm not hurt. It's Friday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. People got stuff to do, man. People got stuff to do. People got stuff to do. Did I not scan my last hard drive? Let's do it. I'm not scared. I have 56 tickets. What do I want to spend that hard-earned ticket money on? Got all the management unlocked. I have all of organization unlocked as of the end of tier 8. I have not touched the paint finishes. I don't have a lot of the patterns. Some of these I don't. I mean, I guess I could. I just don't. Pathways, split, small crosswalk, arrow patterns, solid lines. Dotted number patterns. I don't. Transportation. A lot of this stuff I just don't. I don't need yet. I think I'll get to a point where I'm bored and will want a lot of this stuff. The paint finishes are nice for sure. Hey, he's still here. Yeah, I don't know. 10, 20, 31 point tickets just for paint. I'll get there someday. Foundations, walls, I think I have all of those. Architecture. I want to get the corners, and let's just get all of those, because I do want to start making it look like a glass frame foundation. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I do want to kind of keep the flow of making it look a little nicer as I get bored. Equipment, I already have the cup. None of that stuff I want. That homing rifle ammo is fun, but it doesn't, I don't think it does as much damage as it says it does. And then parts, I don't need any parts. Hot tip, use your tickets on parts to unlock milestones if you don't want to go through the hassle of... I don't have a cart. Got all these. There we go. What I said earlier is you will have more hard drives, or the ability to get hard drives, more than there are alternative recipes to unlock. It's expensive, but you can do it. Still working on that golden nut one of these days. 1,000 tickets. Another thing I do is I have my phase 3 building still going. If I go to phase facilities, well, I need to go make a pickup and a dump anyway. You'll see what I mean. I need more lighting as well. It's fun during the day, but at night it's kind of I might start laying out phase 4 while I'm over here. Boink. Smart plating. This is my phase 3 location. It's a hot mess too. Let's go down to the end. So one of the things I tell people in these kinds of games Like, don't build in such a way like you feel like you don't have room to build things. Build out big time. This map is so huge. There is so much room, multiple levels, where you will have plenty of space to build out whatever your mind can imagine. I'm so close to having all the customizations. I think I'm just missing walls and some decals. Just been feeding all my ingots into the sink while I use the backstock. Yeah. Do your thing. That's awesome. Here's my phase 3. The scale of the machines definitely makes it feel like there isn't any room until you start placing them down. Yeah, and once you get the hover bike, the hover pack unlocked, and then you can start seeing stuff at this scale, you realize, oh, I can really spread stuff out. I don't have to cram it all into a box. Some people love that. Some people love the creative juices of limiting themselves. Like how many in a 4x4 Mark 1 blueprint, how many smelters can I fit or glitch to fit in here? I play this game in the worst way. No, you don't. You play it your way. As long as you're having fun, who cares? Who cares? You're having fun. Is this not balanced? Oh yeah, see, here's a bad situation where I've got balanced in and manifold out, and the manifold out is not allowing the balance in to function correctly, because as you can see, all the products going this way because this is the first out. So this is not, this was like my first real balance setup. I think I have 27 smelters in a row. Something like that. 3 times, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 times 9. Don't ask me what that is. Yeah, I'm stupid. 27. I thought so. 27 smelters. It was balanced. It was fun. I did it on that side. I did it on this side. But again, I just manifolded out so it doesn't. Fine. It's all being loaded locally anyway. So there's that. Okay, so oh yeah, let's go check the awesome sink because I just loaded a bunch of high quality stuff in there. Let's go zip over here real quick. These hyper tubes, I'm so glad they put those in the game. Okay, this is empty. I got 10 coupons out of all that stuff. Coupons. Heck, while we're over here, let's start a phase 4 build. I did kind of what I wanted to with the concrete. Okay, so phase 4 is going to go here. And I have these two I had these two because I thought I was going to have trains come in here and unload. But with all of this, I can belt underneath the main train platform and come into here. It's going to get wicked messy under there, and I don't care. So let's give ourselves some space. Here's the wall. And if we count in 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I like giving myself some space just because you just never know. Let's just do that. Okay, and if I look at, you can't see, but I have here Satisfactory tools. And I want to start with I think I wanted to start with the assembly directory system. And it says I need 45 concrete a minute, 192 steel a minute, 146 iron a minute, 47 caterium, which isn't bad, 252 plastic, 216 iron or copper. I also, and that's it. There's nothing extra there. Okay, so I need 2 encased industrial assemblers, industrial beam assemblers. Okay, so that's going to take the steel beams. I need 2 constructors for that. Nope. I'm going to do it the weird way. You're going to say, Aaron, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I already have a blueprint of balanced constructors. There's 3 of them. It's already set. It's already done. And then I can clock these. What was this? Steel beams. Steel beams. And if we take our 23 steel beams and we divide that by 3, 7.666. I wish you could copy that. 7.666. There we go. We're going to copy that. So we're going to balance this in. I know it's really stupid, but again, this is my game. That's how I have fun. So it's going to take this in. It's going to balance it out. Let's put a sign here. Organization is key for some of this stuff. Come on. This is going to be encased industrial beams. Beam, industrial case, select icon, choose layout of that. Done. I've been doing the math the hard way this whole time. It's okay. N on your keyboard is a calculator. You can do all kinds of math. You can search stuff on here too. Concrete. So if you want to see concrete, all of your, concrete recipes, the things you can make with it, concrete's used in any of your blueprints. So if I want to use that, bang, I can just pick it out of there. N has a lot of functionalities they really don't tell you about or talk about much. So if I want to do fuel, right? What kind do you want? Biofuel, fuel, packaged fuel? What do you want? Well, I want to make uranium fuel rods. Oh, here you go. Here's the recipe. Oh yeah, you want to expand that recipe? And here you go. Here's what you need. N is great. You get to here by hitting O. So you can hit N to search for a quick search. You can hit O to get to your inbox if you want to read all the stuff that you've been doing the whole game. Hub 4 complete. Here's the fun stuff. I've never read any of these. This is the first time I've ever looked at Mercer's spheres in this. But you can also check out recipes. Do a search in here for fuel. It's going to pull up the same thing. It's just it's a shortcut, but it doesn't pull up blueprints. Yeah, N is, I use N a lot for math, so that's fine. Steel beams are going to be split into 2 constructors for steel screws. Let's go ahead and, oh, you thought it was 2, huh? Is that what you thought? Ow, my ankles. Let's go ahead and grab some power to keep my jetpack afloating. I will add a roof at some point, but for now I just want to have flight power now that I'm addicted to it like an addict. Okay, so this is going to be encased industrial beams. And no, I did that wrong. This needs to be steel beams. It is steel beams. I put the wrong image on there. There we go. Steel beams. And these steel beams are going to come out and down. Let's have it come down and out and loop around again. So I'm going to hit F, R to blueprint, middle mouse button to copy that blueprint. There's another shortcut tip for you. And let's give ourselves some space. And we'll put it there, and we'll put another one down here. More space. Because this is going to be... Oh, that's the wrong thing. It's all right. Those are going to come out. The beams are going to come out, and they're going to be made into screws as an alternate recipe. And then I need 2 assemblers. Production, 2 assemblers. I should really make a... I don't think these fit inside of the blueprint thing to make these big. Yeah. These are going to be encased industrial beams. Yeah. So this will take in concrete. Oh, that's what it is. That's been freaking me out. Now this is tricky too. When you have this situation where you've got 2 in, what I like to do is I grab my splitters and I stack them about a block away, a 4 meter block. And then you can either use your straight or hit R to switch your default to the default mode. And then I pick whatever direction. I usually have the bottom going into the same side on each machine and the top going into the other same side of the other machine. That's just how I do it. It does the trick. And then out here, we put a merger. And we hit this. Hit R. Straight or default, doesn't matter. Just leave it straight. And then we can put a power pole in the middle. Power 1, power 2. And encased industrial beams, now it says I need 1.25 to produce 7.5 a minute. 7.5 a minute. This is going to produce 12 total. Is that right? 12 divided by 7.5 is 1.6. That feels wrong. No, I did it wrong. Why can't I escape out of this? I did it wrong. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Because I got 2 machines. I need 7.5. I'll get there. 3.75. That's the number. 3.75. And Toro. That's the number. I'm just stupid. Copy these settings. Programmers aren't always the easiest. When I say programmer, I mean I've done some programming. And this needs to be screws, alternate screws. This is the moneymaker right here. This alternate recipe is outstanding. Take 5 beams and produce 260. Yes, please. That's the greatest recipe in the alternate recipe in the whole friggin' game, according to this. How many of those screws? I need 180 a minute. So one of these could have done the trick, but it says I need 1 point. But did I not tell you I have that recipe? If I can do 260 a minute, why are you telling me? Oh, it's split. Okay. It's not wrong. It's doing math right. I'm the one that's not reading. So we'll just leave that on default. So that's alternate screws, and this should be alternate screws. And let's put down our organizational billboard. Let's just do that one and this here. Doesn't matter where you put them. This is also super handy. You can come down and look. Copy settings. I have to hit it a couple of times. Sometimes it doesn't work. I've noticed. There we go. Select the icon. Screw. There we go. Select icon. This is encased ink. Encased industrial stuff. Okay. Now we got iron coming in. Let's go ahead and map this out while we're here. We'll have this belted out to here. This is going to come all the way down. We'll have it go there, and then we'll put a splitter. Control snaps it. 3. Oops. 3 and what? Oh, I bet I put a merger on here. Want to bet? I did. 7. Control snap. I do that all the time. There we go. So it's going to come in here. It's going to pull some off and fill this, and it's going to pull some off and fill that. It's not balanced exactly, but because these are underclocked, we can definitely adjust this if we have flow issues, but that should be just fine. Okay. I need 3.75 constructors, and here's where it gets fun too, because even though it says I need 3.75, I can always overclock these balancers. You know how I'm just giving myself all kinds of room? Don't be afraid. This needs to make iron plates. Iron plates and iron plates, because I need to output 67.5 divided by 3 is 22.5. Is that correct? Yep. 22.5. Enter. What? Oh. Okay. Now we can do it. Copy them settings. I don't really like using a shard like this, but it is for a glorious cause. That cause is accomplishing phase 4. And we'll put up our sign. I'm always a big proponent of processes. You know, I work in IT. There's a process for everything. And for good or ill, processes at work have bled over into my side job, which is Satisfactory. Plates. Let's grab that one. There we go. Iron plates. And so you build a process. Make sure, you know, make sure you're doing things the same way all the time, because guarantee at some point you're going to have to come back. You're going to have to troubleshoot something. Why is this not making what I thought it was going to make? Crap. Now I got to go back. Well, it's because I didn't set this one up like I set up all the other ones. It happens. And we need iron ingots to go into another 3 constructors, and let's just put it that lines up. What I need to do is here, let's do this. Let's put in signs as well. Do a different sign. Oh, that needs crystals. Am I out of crystals? No, I want to use. I'm out of quartz crystals. Dang it. Let's go get some. It's right there in the munitions mall. Yeah, develop your own processes. The train stations, I believe, have a 22 character limit. So you can't call a train station lime to concrete manufacturing facility number 5 all spelled out, because that's way too many characters. So you got to come up with your own naming conventions on some of these things. Let's grab a couple of those. I don't even know what I'm making there. Oops, let's go up and over. Whee! Your own naming conventions, that way you know what's what. In my No Man's Sky playthroughs, I've had my own Excel spreadsheets. My friend Brian, who's a crazy boy, has made some of the most detailed Excel spreadsheets that I could ever think of. All right, so for his Satisfactory. Okay, so this needs, let's just put this here, display sign. We need concrete and steel ingots here. Let's choose the layout. Can I not? Here we go. Actually, I don't need it to say here. That'll work. And while we're here, oops, well, let's go ahead and copy that, because over here we need iron coming in. Let's get this portrait sign, and I should be able to just paste this. Iron ingots. That'll work. Iron ingots, and this is for plates, and the other one is rods. So alternate. Nope. This is it. It says use regulars. That's fine. We'll use regulars. That's fine. I don't mind. Dude, I can't believe you're still watching me. There's nobody doing nothing. Copy a couple times. Paste a couple times. Change the icon to Roderick. There we go. Okay. All of this, okay, I need reinforced plates. That's the iron and the screws. This is where it starts getting crossy, because our screws, our iron plates and our screws are going to come together here. Let's just do this, because I think this is the only thing that needs plates. So I need 3 assemblers. Oh, perfect. Because it's balanced, right? Let's kind of get this. We're running out of space, and I don't want to expand too much further out there. This should be fine. Got you up on my 3rd monitor. Nice. Are you playing Satisfactory too? Or are you playing something else? Just curious. I could have done this, but I didn't. We'll use that. Just regular reinforced plates. And then that might have been a mistake. So what we're going to have to do is 7. I don't know if that's going to feed it, because this one needs to go down there. This one needs to go there. Maybe it will. Bottom to the right. process doesn't matter here. Bottom on the right. Okay, that fed it. And then we can take 3 and feed it on the bottom since it's right there. Oh, this is looking beautiful. Look at that. I was playing Fortnite, but I think about tackling those train signals now. I might sleep on it, though. I still wind up having a ton to delete in the morning. Yeah, I tried Pioneer. It's not a productive Pioneer. A tired Pioneer. You can get that rest, man. Yeah, don't be afraid to spread out. Don't be afraid of permanency. Everything is destructible. I have rebuilt, going from phase 2 to phase 3, I destroyed all of phase 2. I didn't leave a single screw sitting around. I completely destroyed it and rebuilt phase 3. I think a lot of people think that because I've built this factory, I've built something, I can't get rid of it. Don't be limited by that. It is completely fine to absolutely destroy something. If you played Factorio, you know all about this starting factory or starting process or facility that I've built it's not handling mid game. I need to rebuild. Have your bots destroy everything, rebuild it all. It is not a problem. Not a problem. So don't ever feel like because you've made a thing, you're stuck with a thing. My mall, I've destroyed. I completely rebuilt in another location. And that's fine. That's where I'm now, phase 3, trying to shy away from building any more temporary power setups. I get it. Or phase 4. Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, it gets to a point where like, I spent so much, let's check out my time. Spent so much time on this. I don't want to do it all over again. I'm at 272 hours on this save. On this file alone, 272 hours, and I still feel like I'm just scratching the surface because I'm at a point where I've unlocked a bunch of fun stuff, but there's still a whole tier to go, and I'm pretty sure with that tier comes more milestones and other stuff to do. So I definitely know what that's about. Like I've been building and rebuilding and unbuilding and moving and resetting up so many times. Let me just copy that. I get it. Sometimes the burnout happens. 100%. 100%. Makes me feel not so bad for being around the same time on the same tier. Yeah, that's fine. You should never feel bad about, as long as you're having fun, who cares? I've seen that so many times as well. Other people on the threads for Satisfactory or Factorio, or you know, they see other people's builds and they say, oh my gosh, and I can't believe I can't do anything that good or that intricate. Are you having fun playing your game the way you want to play it? If you're having fun, that is all that matters. They didn't make this game Satisfactory for the efficient people only. They made it for anybody to come in here and play and have fun. I love it. I think it's great. Okay, we got iron rods. I need steel. I need 3 constructors for steel pipes. 3 constructors for steel pipes. We already have steel and concrete coming down here. I got room to grow. Let's grow. As long as you're having fun. It's easy to get caught up in, well, Co-Carnage is doing this, Tim the Tapman's doing this, Nick Mertz is doing that, Ninja's doing that. Who cares? Some people, you know, they're playing their games too. You think Ninja's playing his game the way it should be played, he's playing his game. Tim Tatman's playing his game. They're not trying to compete with anybody else. They're just having fun. All right, blueprints, balanced constructors. Let's kind of get everything lined up. Let's go over just a oops, smidge too far. Didn't have blueprint. Yeah, play your game. Who cares? I think that's, I don't know how old you are, awesome viewer, but I think that's one of the few things, one of the great things about getting older is you can have that kind of mentality, or it just comes naturally. I think everybody gets to a point where they say, I don't care what anybody else thinks, or I care less and less, unless it's your employer to a degree. But you definitely want what? Oh, that's correct. I just, not the layout that I like. What is this? Steel pipes. Steel pipes. At the bottom, select icon, change layout. Here it is. Yeah, you care less and less about what other people think. I mean, to some degree, you still want to care, but I'm playing my game. You play your game? That's awesome. And to your point, yeah, I try to take inspiration from others. Yeah, 100%. You always take advice. That's not a bad thing to take advice from other people, because other people have different life experiences. Like my friend Brian, I never would have thought of using multiple dimensional depot uploaders for the same product, concrete. For me, it was like, well, my brain just went, well, dimensional depot max upload is 240, so that's just all the concrete I'm gonna get, 240, unless I manually upload it. My brain never thought, just add another one and double it. What? Genius. All right, I need I need modular frames. I need 4 modular frames. We'll just do 3 for balancing. 3 modular frames. That's going to take in our reinforced plate, some iron rods, and our steel pipes. Let's put those down here, but give ourselves a little more room. Kind of got, what was it? 3 assemblers. Yep. It's all going to come back. We'll stick it there. 1, 2, 3. We'll get my max 240 exactly. I was stuck on that. Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess it says I can have 240 and that's all I get per depot. So that's just what my brain stopped at. Brian's like, I didn't like that, so I built more. You stinker. What am I making? Modular frames. What's this? Modular frames takes the rods. How many does this make? 2 and 2. It's just alternate. Just keep it going with what the directions say. So modular frames, let's just line all this up. Let's go ahead and label it before I get too deep into the weeds. Hey, thanks for hanging out. This has been fun conversation and stuff. I like it a lot. Paste settings. This is modular frames. That one. And we got to do the same thing. So let's back up. These are backwards, aren't they? Gosh dang it. And that got taken away. Assemblers. Here we go. I know it's dumb. I like having all my machines pointing the same way, because in my brain I'm following the Satisfactory tools flowchart and it's all flowing one way. So that's how I build my process. I got space. I got plenty of space. I got plenty of one level space. I don't have to multi-level stuff if I don't want to. So that's where my brain has been going this whole time. I'm going this way. That's what the flowchart says. 7, nope, wrong thing. 7 for splitters with the orange in the back. Let's give ourselves a little more space this time. And 3, let's put this bottom on the left side to follow process, even though I broke that process on the last build. I can even go change it. Sometimes I wish too there was a button that you could switch, like look at this and hit R to reverse the course and have this belt going from this direction, go backwards, because sometimes you build something and you started the wrong way accidentally, and yeah, am I getting too lazy? There we go. All right, let's grab 3, belt that out, belt it, and this should be our modular frames. We gotta select modular frames. We'll just do the first one. So yeah, Satisfactory tools, you get to put in alternate recipes. I do like, there's pros and cons to Satisfactory Calculator. Just throw in your local save file, it uploads it, now you got your map. Oh, alternative recipes? Do you want me to just go grab them from your save file? Yes, please. And it does it. It just grabs it all from that save file. What I don't like from what I've seen is that it doesn't remember when you switch back from production to map. It's like it gets lost. It forgets and you have to reload your map. Maybe it's a Firefox thing. I don't know. Let's build this in. What is this? This needs iron ingots. That's cool. This needs iron ingots. The plates come out here. These rods, I believe, need to come over here with the reinforced plates, which are being made here. I should put signs on both sides, but I didn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and start belting this out this way. I've been able to see my progress with my foundations on the calculator map. I haven't checked out tools. I think there's 2 or 3 online calculator / tools that you can that are available to people. It's totally a preference. Some people like one, some people like the other. One's not better in my opinion. I just like tools. I think for my brain does a better job of the production here. Let me see if I can break my computer. Okay, we'll go into OBS. Let me switch out display capture. Hide this. So now when I come in, you should be able to see everything, and you can. So I'm using this is Satisfactory tools, and I like that I can see what it is. Like it's the name. It just feels to me like it's easier to read. When I go into Satisfactory calculator, I'm just gonna do a Bing search. Stupid Bing. When I go into Satisfactory calculator and you go into planners, production planner, you stop it. And let's say I want to add an item. And what are we making here? Assembly things. Can I search? No, I can't search. So there it is. Assembly. I know I said ass. Wait. So I have icons. For me, it feels cluttery and I have to zoom in to read what it is. It does the exact same thing. It does the same thing. It builds you a map of how to make the product. Does the same thing. For me personally, I like this. I can also have in Satisfactory tools, I have a production tab open for the assembly director system. And I have another one, which is a whole different setup for the magnetic field generator. And I have another one for concrete. How many do I have? So I have these all right here, which I find very nice. This one's going to be a monster. That might be on its own floor. Whereas I haven't spent much time with this. I know you can adjust your inputs to add an item. Does it take alternative recipes? It doesn't here. That's fine. I know. I'm getting there. You can add your input items. Let's say you want to feed in 780 a minute, and it's going to update that. You go into options. And if you go into alternative recipes, you can sync from file. So if I click that, it's going to give me 32 items selected because it somehow remembers. And you can look at this. And you can say, yeah, use all the recipes that are available because I've unlocked them. I want to use them. So you can select them all. And then it's going to pick all of those recipes. Somehow it made it worse. You know what I mean? But I didn't come in here to my inputs and say, hey, Caterium. I'm smelting all of these on site and shipping them in via train. So there's no reason to bring into this process any I don't need to bring in the crystal quartz because I'm making silica at the quartz location. You know what I mean? So I don't need to make that. I don't need to bring that into this process. And then you just copy and paste all the products here. So there's some things about Satisfactory tools or calculator that I really love. It still feels super messy. Because I forgot to add that I'm also have a separate location for plastic and rubber. I bet that's it. If I chunk this down, still feels messy. I know it's just me. It's just me. Did I click? It's fine. It still feels super messy, whereas Satisfactory tools doesn't feel like I need that much. I just need concrete, steel ingots, iron ingots, Caterium. What did I set this up for items? Maybe that's what it is. No. Visualization. Where are those settings? They're in here somewhere. Visualization, items. I know there's a way to set it up. Where are you? Clone, reset to default. Clone tab, share tab. Yeah, it definitely is messy when you get larger production. Yeah. 100%. It gets messy. Where is that? There's a way to set this up. So that it knows what recipes you have. Buildings, overview, visualization. I don't know where I set that up. Clone the tab, expand. Here it is. I had it shrunk up. So you expand it. And so here's what I want to make. Here's how many per minute, because this is how much a manufacturer will make of the assembly director systems. By default, it makes 0.75 a minute. I said, I just want to make, I don't care. I'll let this thing run for, I got 270 hours. I'll let it run for another 100 hours to make up whatever I need to complete phase 6. Plus I've got more hard drives to find. There's stuff I can be doing while this is churning out stuff. You come in here to recipes It has the base ones selected. You can select the ones that you want to use. You can say, hey, I want coded cable. I want you to use, or all of them. If you have them all unlocked, just select them all. And then on my inputs, I left the raw resources at the default. And then the inputs, I told it, hey, here's what I'm shipping in. Don't look at copper ore because I'm making iron ingots. And so once you do that, it switches it all out. It says, oh, well, you need iron ingots. Here's how many you need. They're going to go into rods and plates and then that. So for me, just because I've used it more, I'm more familiar with it. But I do love that you can just pull in from your save file. I don't know if this has the map, my current map that I'm working on. I don't think it does. Turn off the world border. Like, how do I have to reload my save here to get the stuff? Spawn, sport, caves, roads, gas pillars. No, those are the roads in the terrain. But like, I've already loaded it up a few times. Let me see if I can grab the... Oh, of course I don't have it. All right. Our local app data percent. Let's go grab the new file. Load it in. I want to... How do I hide everything? Oh, I like that there's a real map too. Unselect all layers. There we go. Now we got a beautiful, look at it, so pretty. Let's move this to over here maybe. I really need a new computer. I'm running on an i5 core 9400. Okay, we're looking for factory game. You can't see it. Sorry. There's no reason for you to see it. I got factory game. We go into saved. How long have I been doing this? 2.5 hours? Save games. Oh, it's okay. Take your time. Crazy number. Here we go. Auto save. We're going to click. We're going to drag it and drop it right into there. Close that. I really need to upgrade to an i7 core. It's all right. All right, let's load this map. Let's see what a mess I got going on. You'll notice most of my construction is on the north half of the map. I really haven't gone build a bunch of stuff south yet. Look at a train track all the way around the edge. And if you take the world border and overlay it, it's probably gonna take a second. It's right there on this one. This is as close as I felt like I could get it. The same here. It kind of goes askew in the northwest, but that's fine. It's fine. I do like Satisfactory Calculator because it gives you kind of statistics, which is really fun to look at. Whereas I don't think Satisfactory Tools does this. So again, another big pro. As long as I got green on the right half, I'm producing more than I'm using, except for Caterium. Ouch. And some silica and some alumina solution, some quick wire, steel beam. So there's a couple of situations where I need to, I'm not even using this stuff anymore. There's several situations. I'm not using any leaves. Good stuff. So you got your production, you got your consumables consumed. Used a lot of these medical inhalers. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's bumming. You have to load it every time. It is what it is. It is what it is. Number of creatures you killed. Buildings constructed. Athletic cables. Where's my hypertubes? 1,400 hypertubes. It's the 4th most populated thing I've made. That's fine. Used parts, that's fine. Stored parts, that's pretty cool too. We're storing 500,000 units of... Gee, I wonder why. We know... Well, that's not correct. That's fine. Oh yeah, here, uranium waste. 25,000 uranium waste. That's kind of misleading. We know that our mega storage can store 2,000 stacks. And I forget, I think there's 500 in a stack, 200 in a stack. So as long as you know your stacks, you can figure out what's going on. So I do like this part of it. It just pulls it in from the map. Research. What? Alternate recipes. Unlock all. Oh, so yeah, you can load your save file, do a bunch of manipulation, and then save that back into another file and then reload it. So it's kind of a cheat if you want to. It's totally, I ain't here to judge. I don't give a crap. Do what you want. But I have seen people do that. You can actually grab parts of your base, parts of this current map, save that off into a blueprint, load another separate save file, and paste that blueprint from save 1 into save 2, so you don't have to rebuild the whole freaking thing. That's one thing I don't like about calc. Temptation is too much, but it ruins the fun. Yeah, I've only used this to see, because it's fun to see the map. Like I can come in here and see what we're working on right now and have the whole thing. So yeah, if I want to, I can come in here to this rectangular tool and say, click and grab all of the things in here. And there you go. Here's what you selected. Do you want to delete it, or do you want to update it? Do you want to add it to, copy the items? Do you want to switch to concrete? There's all kinds of manipulation. So it's not really cheating. Do you want to switch to concrete foundations? It's pulled my, has it pulled my blueprints? Downgrade, upgrade, conveyors. So you could upgrade all the selected conveyors from like Mark 1 to Mark 5 instantly. Respawn flora skins. That's pretty crazy. This is the first time I've ever even looked at any of that stuff. Import, export, megaprint. So yeah, we can say, come in here, grab all this. This is now going to be, we want to offset. Is this where you do it? I don't want to delete it. How would he do that? Helpers, add, copy selected items, submit, import, export. Yeah, click and drag. But you can copy selection of items using the lasso tool. Oh, so I didn't use the lasso tool. And then export them to a file. Okay, so it gets kind of crazy, but I get it. I'm definitely going to use the respawn flora feature once the world is done. Right. Oh, right click. There's all kinds of stuff you can do here. Oh my gosh. I've never looked this deep into it. Paste 630 times. Oh, the items, because I copied it. I could paste it right back down wherever I want. Teleport the player. Update align to world grid. That's pretty cool. Update color swatch. Switch to a different foundation. Delete it. That's crazy. Some cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, let's get back to it. I was out. Look at that. We spent half a day. I need some more electricity out here. So let's grab this. Power pole. And let's come out this way. There we go. Make it look like a factory was reclaimed by nature. Dude, that's awesome. Like post-apocalyptic stuff. Yes. I have not eaten dinner. I'm a hungry boy. Okay, so we have that built out. What is this? This is iron rods. That's going into there. That's going into there. We got screws and things coming into this. All right. We're still on assemblers. Assembly director system. Modular frames. Okay, that steel pipes and oh my gosh. Okay, so I need one manufacturer. This is where it's gonna get a little bit cramped. That'll work. Sometimes I've seen so many other YouTubers spend so much time. I mean, I could do either of these because we're bringing in concrete. Well, this says use steel pipe, modular frames, reinforced. No. Let's get this a little easier on the eyeballs. Okay, so this is saying use screws. Use the one with screws. Okay. Screws it is. Okay, so we have, let's put up our sign. Sorry, making you dizzy. Put up our sign. This one's gonna be, let's just do it. Heavy modular frames. Layout, there we go. Done. And that's going to take modular frames and the pipes. So this, oops, this can go here. Pipes clear back there. Can come, well, let's have it huggy a little better. No. It's a little squirrely. So there's our pipes. And it needs the encased industrial. Yep, there's that. So let's have this. Who cares? Sorry. Let's have it come up here. And there. Come into here. Pipe into that, and then I think we need screws. Go get some food, man. I'm gonna hop off here and go eat myself. It's been fun chatting. Stop by the Twitch. Yes, I definitely will subscribe. And I'll watch it. Tomorrow's Saturday. I definitely will subscribe and follow and smash that like button. Whatever they say. I will check out. Yeah, thank you very much. This has been a lot of fun hanging out. I don't have any friends. I'm 52. I mean, I have friends, but not like I hang out with. I have colleagues that I'm very friendly with. My brother lives up in Indiana. I'm in Florida. I really don't have a lot of people in my life that I hang out with on a regular basis. So It's one of the reasons I do the Twitch or the YouTube stuff, is to kind of get my social self out there a little bit more. And this has really been a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun just talking about Satisfactory and having some fun. So yeah, go get some food, and I will check out your channel, your Twitch stuff. And it's been a blast, man. Thanks. I should probably stop too. What is it, 8 o'clock? I've been streaming for... I was gonna finish this whole thing out. Been streaming for 3 hours. Maybe I'll make some pizza rolls. He said that he's 50 years old eating pizza rolls. Cool. Have a good night, man. Yeah, I think I'll call it I'll come hang out more often if I see you streaming. Yeah, I'll probably do this more on the weekends. I might stream tomorrow. It's supposed to rain all day. All my chores are indoors. It's fall here in Central Florida, so the grass isn't growing very much, so I don't need to mow. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I might stream tomorrow. I might stream again Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just playing. I don't have a schedule on the weekends for this. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I think I want to put these out into a bucket, but yeah, I think I might actually hop off. This is the most I've vocally spoken in I don't know how long. So I'm kind of getting wore out. Anyway, this is part of what I need to be doing. What I've built is this section right up here. Just this part. And and this is just for the assembly director system. So I am going to have multiple. I'm going to have at least 3 levels. I'll put this on this level. Magnetic field generator, which isn't too bad, on the next level. Actually, this should have been the first one. The thermal propulsion rockets. That's all right, because I need quartz, I need nitrogen gas coming in, so I'm gonna have to pump that up. This should have been on the first floor. It's okay. Oh, such a hot mess. And water. So I need water, gas, raw quartz crystals. It's the water and gas I'll have to pump up, but it got Mark II. It won't be a problem. It won't be a problem. It won't be a problem. It'll be fine. I'll put this on the top, nice and big on the top. Cool. Yep, I'm gonna hop off. Hey, if you've stopped by, it says I got 9 views. Hey, thanks all 9 of you views, people, but most especially Average Cadaver. I'm gonna put a link to, because you're awesome and you hung out with me this whole time. I'm gonna put a link to your Twitch channel in the description of this. In fact, if I close that, well, we're gonna find out. Let's go here. We're gonna pull up Twitch right now. And since I'm done, let's save this. At 272 hours still. Okay. You know what? Game was saved. Okay. We're gonna exit the desktop. We're gonna kill that. We're going to Twitch. we're going to log in. One of the reasons I don't like Twitch, 2 reasons. I can't skip the ads. And I know that's how people make money. I 100% get it. I understand. I hate ads. I hate ads. It is spelled Av3. Oops. Average. Average cadaver. There it is. We followed. Look at that. He's been playing Satisfactory like crazy. 4 hours? Nice. Placing. Yes. I get it. I get it. How do I get? I haven't been in here a while. About. Oh, if I go to average cadaver, we're going to put this here. And I'm going to go into, where is my, that's YouTube music. Nobody watches YouTube music. I don't anyway. Let's pull that tab off. I'm going to go into, can I edit the description from where I am? YouTube Studio, share menu, switch account, select stream, refresh page. I'll update it after the fact because it doesn't feel like I can change it here. If I go to YouTube Studio, I don't get in here much for live stuff. I don't. Studio generated thumbnails, content. I don't know. This will be interesting. Disk space available. 500 memory used. Stream live 8 gigs. I think I just came in here to OBS. I hit manage stream. It fired it up. Hopefully that'll all be saved. The VOD will be saved to my Twitch. Let's see, live. And here we go. Streaming software. Great. Can I edit this now? And save. And okay, I am going to be done for tonight. So big thanks to Average Cadaver. Go to Twitch, follow him, watch him or her. I didn't really ask for genders. So it looks like this individual, oh, I guess I could watch and find out based on a voice. Follower goal, 14 out of 15. Here we go. Are you doing this manually? Bruh. Bruh. That seemed like he wasn't wrong. Cool. I will check you out. Share. I'm gonna give. I got notifications on. Wonder if I have notifications. I'll have to check. I'll have to do some stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go follow Average Cadaver on Twitch. I had an absolute blast. I'm gonna go eat something because it's 8:11. I started at 5-ish, just after 5, and I haven't eaten anything. I'm a hungry boy, so I'm gonna go eat, and that is what that is. Did I turn off? I turned that off when I meant to turn off the other thing. It's okay. I'm dumb. Anyway, thank you. Have a good night.